an Emmy award-winning comedian and best-selling author whose show Late Line will be returning to NBC this season. Please welcome Al Franken. Al, there is so much to talk about.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware what's going on in Washington. It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Al Gore in Hawaii. That's what I want to talk about. The thing that's strangest about this whole thing is that you've known the Clintons. You've actually been writing about politics for a long time. So
when talking about the latest events, I probably should just preface this by saying I really like the president and the First Lady, and I think he's a great president. And you know, he made a mistake, and I don't like Kenneth Starr's investigation. I think the personal life of the president is not. I'd forgive Kenneth Starr everything if he would just wear a colonial outfit all the time. You know, just wear a big hat with a buckle. You know, when he comes out in the morning with the coffee and gets in the car, if he just had these, you know, short pants. And, because it's like a witch hunt.
Yeah. It'd also just be fun to see him in that outfit, regardless of his politics.
That's mainly it, taking out the garbage. And all that kind of stuff.
What about the admission of sex with Monaco? I mean, what's your...
I saw that.
You saw that. What's your take on the whole thing?
Well, you know, I watched the address, and I thought I would have done it differently. And I started, the next night I did for some friends, and they said it wasn't presidential. I did. But basically, the tack I would have taken is I would have just said, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, there's no excuses for this. Just let me walk you through it, though. Not as any kind of excuse, but let me explain what happened. First of all, she was 23 years old, not 21, as a lot of people have said. Not that that's anything, but I just wanted to clear that up. Also, not to not be a gentleman, she was not an unwilling participant. As you may have read, she kind of came to the Oval Office ready to do this kind of thing. No excuse. I made a huge mistake. The first time it happened, I was tired. And that's no excuse again. And then I figured, because it happened once, continue to do it. I'm sorry. That was also a mistake. Then when you got to the, when I got to the Paula Jones deposition, the Paula Jones thing's a whole other thing I won't deal with. But you have to understand my position, which was that basically I had two choices. One, because at this point she had said on an affidavit that we had not had sex. So I could either contradict her, which could cause her all kinds of problems, or give testimony which technically was legal and not perjury, if, you know, if you really kind of very technically, which again, I was wrong, but I'm sorry. But at this point, I had no way of knowing what was gonna, you know, that she had told this Linda Tripp, who I'm sure is a very nice person, and or that she had saved the dress. And so now, but you have no reason to believe what I'm saying, because I'm obviously backed into a corner, but honestly, I'm sorry. Something like that.
Now, if he had done that, you'd think everyone would just completely forget about it. Because I love that speech. I mean, it's not inspirational.
Well,
it's not a patriotic speech.
I think people, see, I thought that's what people would want.
Right.
But then my friends pointed out it wouldn't be presidential.
Right.
Sounds more like a Jewish guy.
Okay.
And there wouldn't be like...
And are you saying the two are mutually exclusive?
Yeah.
There has not been a Jewish president since Reconstruction.
Yeah. President Finkelstein, of course. A great man.
Anyway, that's sort of the...
How do you explain this? Because I know your family. You have kids. How do you explain this to your kids? How do you explain this whole thing to them?
Well, it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, it's a little embarrassing. For example, my son asked me what DNA was, and I said it's dinuclear something, so it was very embarrassing.
I mean, how do you explain the sex?
Oh. Well, I just told my kids I told them that I love them, and not to worry that the president wasn't going to try to have sex with them. So...
Very reasonably sure of that.
That seemed to work.
Yeah, they're happy now. Tell us about Late Line, because I know Late Line picked up mid-season, right?
Yes, we actually we're not on the fall schedule. We were picked up for mid-season. They announced it when they announced the fall schedule. They announced that we were picked up, but Rush Limbaugh. Some people might think that we were canceled because Rush Limbaugh said we were canceled.
He's been spreading the rumor that you were canceled, which is not true.
He is not good with what I call facts. But you know, it's not an important
not a huge
fact
thing.
that Late Line. Actually, we've been picked up for 13 new shows, and we're taping one, filming one this coming week, and we're going to be doing them in Queens. We're actually filming in Queens.
Now, you keep track of Rush pretty closely. You've written a whole book, sort of about him and other things as well. Have you heard the latest? He's lost a lot of weight.
He did. He's lost a lot of weight, which I take credit for, because my book, Rush Limbaugh is a Big Fat Idiot. Since that came out, he started to lose. He lost quite a bit of weight and halted his slide into food-assisted suicide. So
You saved his life, maybe.
I think so, and then he rewards me by saying that my show was canceled when it wasn't.
Right. Well, the show Late Line is going to be on the air. NBC this season. We'll watch for it. And Al, thanks for coming by and straightening us out.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Al Franken, everybody. David Feldman, very funny guy, coming up. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up on tomorrow night's show, we're going to have a good time from Saturday Night Live. Colin Quinn, a very funny guy, is going to be on the program. From Spin City, Alexander Chaplin will be here, and author and former New York Police Department undercover detective Angela Amato will be here. So check out that show. We'll take a little break right now. When we come back, very funny guy David Feldman will be here. We'll see you in a second.